Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to read through about half of the article here. There is a link in the description. It is a tragedy. It's in regards to the murder of the lady that you see in front of you. Her name is Tiffany Fletcher, 40 years of age, and she was caught in the crossfire of a shootout, killed by a 14-year-old who has subsequently been charged with murder and is due to be facing trial as an adult. So the 14-year-old was in a shootout, shooting at least one other person at a recreational center that Tiffany worked at. She was shot. She was taken to a nearby hospital, but she died later that evening. So it's an absolute tragedy. That happened on Friday at around 1:30 p.m. The 14-year-old boy was using a ghost gun. A ghost gun, I believe I've got a definition here. Ghost guns are self-assembled firearms often put together with parts sold online. They don't have serial numbers. So essentially a self-fabricated gun, perhaps made by using a kit with parts purchased online. It's a bit scary, isn't it? 14-year-olds can get a hold of guns, untraceable guns. So thankfully he was caught, and he's going to be, he's been charged with murder, and he's going to face trial as an adult. So I've given you a pretty thorough overview there. Of course, full condolences to the family concerned. A life taken away for no good reason. This woman's life, I suppose some of us might feel empathy towards the 14-year-old boy. He's thrown his own life away, but that's a choice he made. That's a bad choice that he made. But Tiffany didn't have a choice. She was doing the right thing. She was going to work to help the local community, and she gets killed. So full condolences to Tiffany's family. I'm not aware of a GoFundMe. If you guys are, do make a comment, and I'll see if I can track down a link. Of course, if anyone has any information in regards to the incident, which again occurred Friday at 1:30, then do contact the authorities. But at this point, I'm going to read through the details more thoroughly. So if you do like this approach, an overview followed by a detailed read-through, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. A 14-year-old boy has been charged with murder in connection with the shooting death of a woman, at the Philadelphia playground where she worked. The teenager was charged with murder as well as other offenses related to the Friday shooting of Parks and Recreation employee Tiffany Fletcher, and this occurred at the Mill Creek Recreation Center in West Philadelphia. Tiffany was 40 years of age. She was caught in the crossfire of a shootout with the 14-year-old and at least one other individual. The district attorney has confirmed that the teenager is being charged as an adult, but we do not know his name at this point in time. Officers heard multiple gunshots on Friday at around 1:30 p.m. in the area of the recreation center and saw people running from the playground when they responded to the scene. After she was shot, Tiffany ran to a business area where workers attempted to tend to her wounds. So I didn't read through that part very well. After she was shot, Tiffany ran to a business area where workers attempted to tend to her wounds. Officers transported Tiffany to a nearby hospital, but regrettably, she later died that evening. The 14-year-old boy was arrested after a brief chase, and a 9mm ghost gun was recovered in a nearby trash can. Authorities also found 12 fired shell casings at the scene. It's still unknown what led to the shootout, and authorities are still searching for other suspects involved. So that's a full read through. I'll throw in a bit of speculation for whatever it's worth. What was the shootout about? Why was the 14-year-old using a ghost gun and shooting seemingly 12 bullets? Why? Drugs. I guarantee it. He's a part of a gang. Part of a gang. Is this going to be the first violent incident that he's involved in? Has been involved in? Probably not. He's a gang. He's a gang member. He's a thug. You know, I've got to watch my words. I'm a hypocrite, by the way. I listen to hip hop music, and to me, you know, I come to the conclusion that I just have, or the speculation that I have, because I listen to hip hop music, and you know, the likes of Pooh Shiesty and the videos, you know, the videos where there's gang banging going on, young men, teenagers, early 20s, just going around. I mean, this is, some of it is fantasy, you know. Hip hop, a lot of it is fantasy, but a lot of it is real. A lot of the rappers rap about the murders that they've been involved in. A lot of them. You can look at right at the top, Pooh Shiesty, Lil Durk. I mean, these guys are right at the top of the hip hop game. You know, they're top 5, top 10, top 20 artists within the field. Young Thug, right at the top 3. Top 3, certainly top 5. And as you may well know, Young Thug is in jail, has been since May of this year, facing life in prison on a RICO case in Atlanta. And part of the prosecutory case is that he discusses a lot of crimes, including murder, in his lyrics. You know, so this is, I don't know, I've gone on a bit of a rant here, but to me, like, I get a visual of what would have happened in this case. I mean, essentially, this happened in the middle of the day at a recreation center, so some kind of park, and a 14-year-old with a ghost gun. So that would have been given to him, or he would have acquired it himself. Who would have given a 14-year-old boy a gun? Well, the other gang members, the gang leader. You know, or if he acquired it himself, I mean, what does that say? That's arguably even worse, but guaranteed he's involved in a gun. He had the confidence to go out carrying a gun and to fire off 12 shots at somebody or other people. Insanity, reckless, and such a shame, and such a, I don't know, it's disgusting, and regrettably it took the life of Tiffany. So I know I've gone on a big tangent there. I'm sorry for that. Again, full condolences to the family concerned. It just seems to me that this is gang banging, and you know, it involves your teenagers in America. Your teenagers are involved in this shit. You know, this is terrible. This is what America has become. Parts of America, West Philadelphia, is it? Parts of America have become such that your kids are in gangs, they're given guns, they're acquiring guns, and they're going out shooting at each other, and people are dying. Gonna wrap things up here, guys. Take care.